Hey guys, it's me Hugo. I'm back with another video, and in today's video we're gonna talk about my weightlifting that I'm doing normally and also the weightlifting I'm doing right now that I'm getting closer to the fight, because things change with this. But first I want to thank you guys for watching my last video. There's gonna be more videos coming from now on. We want to be on the weekly schedule. We want to really take this serious now and give you guys good quality videos every week. So that's why today is another video. What do I mean when I say we're doing different things now than we did before? Normally when I do my weightlifting routine, I'm training for strength, for pure strength. So what I'm doing is a lot of weight and only 3 to 5 reps, 3 to 5 sets, and that 3 to 5 days a week. Well, actually I do it 3 times a week. So normally I would train Monday, Wednesday and Thursday morning, and I would put heavy weights on the bar. The exercises that I normally do are deadlift, squat, bench press, shoulder press and weighted chin-ups. And then also always one rotational movement. I'm going to show you that rotational movement later, just so you know what I'm talking about. What's changing now is not the exercises. I'm still doing the same exercises, but the weight is changing because now I'm circling away from the strength training and I'm going into power training. What is power training? Velocity times force together means power. So what does that mean is I decrease the weight and I increase the speed so that I get my power levels up. Because when you're getting closer to the fight, you want to start moving faster, but you still want to be strong. With that being said, I'm going to warm up first and then I'm going to show you guys the first exercises. I want to warm up with the rowing machine because it's the same movement. So I'm going to warm up the muscles that I need for the deadlifts with the rowing machine. Before I do my first work set, I'm also going to warm up with the lighter weights and do the exercise that I want to do. So I'm just going to warm up a little bit doing the deadlifts. So when I said we're going to train for power, I said we're going to drop down with the weight. But now the question is, how much do we drop down? When you want to train for power, you train in the range of 30 to 75% of your 1 rep max. What does it mean? Your 1 rep max is the weight that you can lift up one time. So for my deadlift, my 1 rep max is about between 140 and 150 kilograms. Now we want to drop down to about 60% of my 1 rep max this time. When you have smaller movements with less joints, you're gonna go lower with the percentage. And when you have bigger movements with a lot of joints, like deadlifts, for example, you can go higher with the percentage for the power training. So that's what we're gonna do now. So let's put some weight on the bar. So we put 35 on each side. The bar, as everybody knows, is 20 kilos. And with that, we have our 90 kilos. Okay, now when you train for power, it's similar like when you train for strength, that you don't do many reps. When you train for strength, you don't do many reps because you cannot do more reps. Here, we don't do more reps because every rep has to be fast. And after 4 to 5 reps, you're not going to be as fast anymore as you were in the beginning. So that's why you have the limit of 5 reps per set, okay? Now we're going to do 3 to 4 reps. And really, every rep has to be fast as possible. That was 4 reps, so now we're going to take a break of a couple minutes. The problem with this kind of training is it's not fatiguing, it's not really hard. Afterwards, you don't feel like you did a lot. So for those people that are like, they want to take it light, you can be happy right now. But for people like me who like to train hard, it's a little bit boring to do this kind of power training, but it's necessary to get our explosivity up so that we can move weight fast. So now that we did our first rep, normally we would take 3 to 5 minutes of rest as well. So it's really, as I said, not hard, and also it can take a lot of times because with power training, you do a lot of reps. So what we're gonna do now, it's not optimal. If you really want to fully focus on the power, you shouldn't do this, but for us it's not so important. So we're going to do another exercise that has nothing to do with the deadlifts in between. So while we wait for the next set of the deadlift, we can do another exercise called a superset. So we're going to do that now. So one exercise that we can do now is this one-sided shoulder chest press, which simulates a punch as well. So it's good for us because we want to punch faster and stronger, right? So we're going to do this while we wait for our deadlifts. So this is how you can combine exercises to save time, because otherwise you're going to be in the gym for 3 hours and you're still not going to do all the exercises that you want. So I guess when you train for power, it really is a good idea to use supersets to save some time. Also, one more thing that differentiates power training from, let's say, bodybuilding is In bodybuilding, we want to focus on training muscle groups, or not just muscle groups, but also individual muscles, like for example, biceps curls. With power training or also with strength, we're not going to focus on individual muscles, but we're going to focus on movements, because we want to get stronger at specific movements and faster at specific movements. That's why in my training you will only see me do complex movements. I'm not going to train just my biceps or just do shoulder raises or these kind of things. Also, when you still have some time in between sets, just take some rest, sit down or get up, move around a little bit, do some shadow boxing, get some active rest. One more good thing about this though is because it's not fatiguing, you can do it a lot. So you can, if you train twice a day, for example, like I do, you don't need to make the decision if you're gonna, let's say in the morning, if you're gonna train weights or if you're gonna do a heavy bag or do pads with your coach. Because this way you can do both, because it's not fatiguing, so you can do your fighting stuff first and then you go to the weight area and lift some weights. It's not fatiguing and you're gonna still be good, but you're gonna get your adaptations over time. So the one rotational movement that I wanted to show you guys is this one. You're gonna put yourself in a stance like this. Put this arm forward, and then you're gonna pull with your body to up about your belly button. You can go a little bit further, but it's not about the arm, it's more about the rotation in the body. And you do this. But I did this yesterday already, so today we're gonna do another rotational movement. For this, let's go over there. Exercise that I just showed you, the rotational one, was the one where you pull. Now we're gonna do one where, well, in a way we push. We're gonna throw the ball against the wall. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to do more of this kind of stuff where I give you guys good information about getting better, about training, about nutrition, supplements, recovery, all these kind of things. Everything that's part of being a fighter. In the meantime, while we're waiting again, I'm gonna show you guys another exercise. So the next exercise is gonna be weighted pull-ups, or actually chin-ups. So I always do the chin-ups. Normally I can do one pull-up with about 30, maybe a little bit more than 30 kilograms. So now we're gonna go for 15 and try to do very fast, explosive reps. Okay guys, so that was the training for today, following the power principle. Here are some things to keep in mind now. So we're gonna do complex movements. We're gonna do 3 to 5 reps, 3 to 5 exercises, and also you're gonna do 3 to 5 minutes of rest in between. If you wanna do supersets in between the rest time, you can do that because you're gonna save some time. In terms of sets, you can do as many as you want because it's not fatiguing, so that's not gonna be the problem. In terms of exercises you can do with this one, there's the famous quote from Andy Galpin, who I got this method from, or this concept from. And this is concepts are few, methods are many. So basically the concept I just explained, and methods, you can do so many things as long as they're complex movements. If you want to go more in depth about the power principle and really understand also the physiological things behind it, I'm gonna link a good video of Andy Galpin about this, where he really explains it very well. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something today. And I hope I can see you guys next week for the next video. See you soon und bis zum nächsten Mal.